In a quiet suburban home, a woman named Sarah began experiencing a series of inexplicable and terrifying events. Night after night, she would wake up in her bed, bathed in cold sweat, her heart racing. What she saw sent shivers down her spine, a shadowy figure with soulless black eyes standing at the foot of her bed, silently observing her, paralyzed with fear. She would try to scream, but no sound would escape her lips. The entity never harmed her physically, but it tormented her psychologically. It would invade her dreams, subjecting her to horrifying nightmares that felt all too real. The entity's presence seemed to linger even during the day, casting a chilling atmosphere throughout her home. Desperate for answers, Sarah sought the help of paranormal investigators and mediums. They conducted seances and communicated with the spirit world, but found no respite from the sinister entity. It was as if it fed off her fear, growing stronger with each passing night. The entity behind the eyes remains an enigma, a malevolent force that refuses to release its grip on Sarah's life. To this day, her story serves as a chilling reminder of the unseen forces that can haunt our reality. In a remote part of town lies an abandoned asylum with a dark and twisted history. Decades ago, it housed the mentally ill, but tales of horrific experiments, mistreatment, and patient disappearances shroud the facility in infamy. Local legends speak of strange happenings inside the asylum's decaying walls. People have reported hearing agonized cries and echoing footsteps in the dead of night. Some claim to have seen ghostly apparitions in tattered hospital gowns wandering the halls. A group of daring urban explorers decided to investigate these claims. Armed with cameras and flashlights, they ventured into the abandoned asylum one moonless night. What they encountered defied all reason. Their equipment malfunctioned inexplicably, casting them into darkness. Eerie whispers echoed through the air, and chilling cold spots seemed to follow them. One member of the group, Jenny, felt an icy hand on her shoulder and turned to see a disheveled, ghostly figure. The encounter sent her fleeing in terror. As the group hurriedly retreated from the asylum, they captured unexplainable phenomena on their cameras: shadowy figures in windows, unidentified voices on their audio recordings, and strange orbs of light. The haunting of the abandoned asylum continues to puzzle and terrify those who dare to enter its forsaken halls, leaving many to wonder if the tormented souls of the past still reside within its decaying walls. Nestled on the outskirts of a quiet town, the house on Willow Street had long been regarded as a place of dread. Over the years, it had been home to a series of unfortunate families, each fleeing in terror after experiencing a string of inexplicable horrors. The first family reported hearing disembodied whispers that seemed to emanate from the very walls of the house. Objects would move on their own, and chilling drafts swept through rooms without explanation. As their fear grew, so did the malevolent activity. Doors slammed shut, and eerie apparitions appeared in the dead of night. Word of the house's curse spread, but despite its dark reputation, another family decided to make it their home. They, too, were soon ensnared by the house's sinister influence. Family members would wake up with unexplained scratches and bruises, and their pets would react violently to unseen entity. Desperate for answers, the second family brought in paranormal investigators and mediums. Seances were held, and attempts were made to communicate with whatever dwelled in the house. The entities grew more aggressive, and poltergeist activity escalated. The final straw came when a family member claimed to have been physically assaulted by an invisible force, leaving deep bruises on her arms. Fearing for their lives, the family fled the cursed house on Willow Street, never to return. To this day, the house remains empty, a foreboding reminder of the unexplainable terrors that plagued its former residents. Some believe that an ancient curse or malevolent spirit continues to reside within its walls, awaiting its next unwitting victims.